Welcome to the Kev and Pico show. As we always do, let us introduce ourselves.
I hope it's okay if I love you forever, Jack. No, I'm not Lady Gaga from Pico's favourite movie. I am Kev.
And I, of course, am Pico, and I thought that was going to be Titanic there for a sec.
No.
Okay, right, guys. Something different at the start of this week's episode. For anybody who's watching this, of course, you can now see 5 brilliant faces on your screen. Everybody can hear each other. It's perfect. For anybody on Spotify wondering what the fuck I'm actually talking about, guys, I want to introduce 3, let me say, sporting heroes, okay? And let me explain why they are sporting heroes, okay? I have 3 girls that we are delighted to have on the show. First of all, we have Emma Conway from the Redeemer Athletics Club. Emma won a silver medal in the weight throw. Emma, is that basically like the shot put?
No, it's a heavy hammer. So when you throw it, when you throw your hammer, it's 4 kilo.
Yeah.
But the weight throw is 20 pounds.
Wow. Okay.
So
I don't think I could do that. So I really don't think I could do that. So Emma won silver medal in that. Next up, then we've Ashling Matthews from Blackrock Athletics Club. Ashling won a silver in the 200 meters relay. Ashling, way, go you. Okay. And then thirdly, we have Mary Scanlon from Blackrock Athletics Club as well. Mary won gold in her 200 meters relay, set a new national record time just by knocking off 3 seconds off the old record. Not that much, you wouldn't think. Like, you know what I mean? Girls, it was the European Indoor Master Championships that you guys just attended recently and came home with them medals. Thank yous so much for coming on to the show. Kev, take it away for a minute.
I think it's very simple. What is it like to represent your country? It doesn't matter what event or what field it is, but what is it like to represent your country, guys?
You never asked me that, Kev.
Who do you want to answer?
Yeah.
Well, we start with you, Mary.
Yeah, there's 3 there, Kev. Come on.
I'm nominated. Thanks.
Right.
Well, I'd say for me, it was a dream come true. It's like a dream you would have had when you were a child growing up. That was an unattainable dream. It seemed so far away. So actually to put on the green vest and step out on the track, I mean, that's the only way I can describe it, a dream. Just to be there was a dream, let alone a medal, like, you know. So that's the way I would describe it for me.
Well, where are the medals? No, I was going to ask, where are the medals? I'm like, I did it when I won a medal for something that was nothing that you guys won.
Ashling doesn't know where ours is.
She's calling only now. Only get that medal. I literally still wear my medal, and that was 20 years ago. So I do. It doesn't look very goldy now. It's more like a weird brown.
What did you get a medal for?
I played
pretend basketball.
I played basketball for Ireland in America when I was 17, and I won a gold medal. That's my. Nice. And Kev doesn't let me talk about it on the show. But look, Ashling, Emma, how did it feel to you guys?
Yeah, it felt amazing. It was like putting that green top on the first time, and even just knowing that, like, back home, the kids were like, that's my mom. Like, that is my mom. Like, oh, it was just, as Mary said, it was a dream come true with COVID and everything. We didn't think it was going to happen. And when the opportunity was there, because Mary said it, I was like, I'm going. Mary's be afraid to tell me stuff now because I'm like, I'm going.
Brilliant. Mary's the boss.
Yeah. The boss.
Now, right, Mom?
Mommy. That's what they kept calling me. Mommy. Like, I'm only one age group removed from her by 1 week, like, but I'm the mommy. Probably because they kept getting lost. And that's another drama.
Their stories will stay in Portugal, Mary.
Yeah, say nothing now. But Ash, how did you feel doing it all?
Yeah, look, I can only echo what the girls said. It was the exact same. It's something since I was a kid that I wanted to do. To be able to do it at our age too was a big thing for us. Like, we put a lot of effort in training. COVID obviously hit us all. It was a rough few years. We were actually supposed to go 2 years ago and it didn't happen. And we thought that was really it. And don't get me wrong, it's great going up and competing in the Leinsters and the Louds and the Nationals, but it was always a dream to put the Irish jersey on, as the girls said, and to step out on the track that day, irregardless of what happened, and seeing your name up on the screen with the tricolour beside it was huge. Like,
and I suppose, as you said, it was meant to happen 2 years previous, and then with COVID and everything. With the training you would have done prior to 2 years before, and then the training that you did, whether it was like broken training or whatever with COVID, do you think maybe you were more ready now than
better
maybe
prepared, Pickles, better prepared? It would be better English, but
more ready. I'm a simple guy. But no, do you think maybe it had a weird positive impact in a sense that it was delayed?
I don't think.
No, you're going. I was going to say yes and no, basically, to that, because unfortunately we had an extra 2 years training, and as we get older, we pick up more injuries, shall we say? So we all suffer with injuries over them 2 years, like everybody else did. And in Dundalk, again, unfortunately, we don't have access to a track, which is a big factor for us. Any of the Dundalk clubs, we don't have access to a track, so it's not like any of the clubs that are lucky enough to have an indoor track. An indoor track is completely different than an outdoor track. It's on different levels, and we didn't have any of that. We still trained as much as we could up in the DKIT, wherever else, but you could say yes and no, I suppose, to that end of things. Like, what we did 2 years previous was probably the same training we were doing now, but we had injuries and COVID and things like that in the meantime that we had to get over first.
And guys, when did you get into, say, track and field? Gerald, Mary, and Ashling more track, and Emma field. When did you get into that sort of carry on, or into that sort of field?
Carry on, I love it. Carry on, like, you know what I mean? How did you get into that carry on? Like,
well, I only stick me 5 and 10 Ks. I couldn't run around a track. Fuck.
No, because you almost
I done it there, like, as a child growing up in the Redeemer AC. And when that closed down, it was only really St. Gerard's that I went enough, then I just left it. And it was only about 5 years ago I noticed that the Jane Dalgan was in Seatown Field. So I went over with Killian at the time, and they were trying to teach him how to throw the shot put, but with him, with like the way he is, he wasn't grasping what they're saying. So I said, look, Killian, pick it up, put your neck and throw the fucking thing. And they were like, say that again? And it was only fun then. They were like, how do you know this? And I said, I done this as a child, like. So it was only then that I done it, like by 5 years ago, and got back into it.
Oh.
Brilliant, so it is, like, hey. Ash, when did you start running around a track?
Well, I always did when I was young. I actually ran the same club as Mary Scanlon when we were kids, and like everything else, when I was 17 was the last time I ran, and it was something I always regretted giving up. Lauren's grown up now, so it was time to get back into it. So when you become 35, masters category, which is the older category, and it's all categorized then from 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50, and so on, so on. And I ran with the Northeast Runners for about 18 months, but unfortunately at that time they didn't have any sprinters, and got talking to Mary with Blackrock and joined there then, and just started training heavy again and back into it, and loved it since.
Yes, and then of course, Mom, how long are you going with this?
Like the same as the girls, you know, when I was a child, I done and stopped doing athletics when I was 18. None of my friends were doing it anymore. It was just myself traveling, and like at that time, if you weren't the cream of the crop, you know, that you were filling up the last spot place. But I started back training, which is funny, you're saying 5Ks and 10Ks. I started back training doing a 5K, and then it was, right, I want to do it faster. And then it was, right, I want to do a 10K. And I went all the way up to half marathons, and I hated it. I just hated it. And I heard about masters, and I couldn't believe that there was track and field. And you see, we come from a mind of where when you sprint and you throw and you do that it's elite level because of the age. But what I found was, the first time I went, my husband says to me, go down, it's going to be the worst you're going to do. See how bad it is and then decide. And my first race at Leinster's, I came fourth, almost third. And I thought, geez, I'm not that bad. And you know, you've muscle memory, and it came back. I'm 6 years now back doing masters. And I have to say I love it. And that feeling of the nerves before a race and the adrenaline and going out and running and I'm going to beat that one and see that one. I'll have her at the finish line. Do you know, that buzz is just brilliant. You know what I mean? And it's getting away from, like I was saying to the girls, it's getting away from, you know, I don't mean getting away from the husband, but it's getting out.
Yeah.
And when you go there, you're Mary, you know,
Yeah.
you're Ashling, you're Emma, and you're not mom and, you know, all this. You can be you. And then as well, you're back to that level of people going, oh, look, who's here. What age group are you in? Shit, she's in my age group. And you're going, yeah, I am. That buzz, there's nothing compared to it, you know.
The competitive nature comes back very quickly.
Jesus. Yeah, definitely.
Because it's
That's when you go into the next age category. You don't tell anyone, and then you throw and you call for first, and it's the best feeling ever.
brilliant.
It's the only event, it's the only thing in life that is better that you get older. You can't wait to get older because then I'm in the next age group and all those super fast girls. So I'm now in the older age group. So I'm like, happy days. I'll get on with these girls now.
Like, we're getting older. Like, is there anything we can do? No, like, can we join? There's obviously men and women, is there?
Yeah, there is. Now, Kevin, I can't see your full physique there, but I can see your shoulders. So straight away, I'd say you're going to be. Oh no, not Kieran.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. All
you
about the
would
shoulders.
be a thrower, straight on.
A hammer thrower. Yeah.
Thrower.
Hammer.
I'm also really just stubborn and like, if I had to throw something, I'd throw it pretty far. Like, I don't know, Kev, we need to go to one of these clubs and actually see if we can do something.
Go a bit of crack.
Now, Emma's a strange thrower because most throwers don't wait to hear before you start fighting. Most throwers are so aggressive and, you know, and Emma would be like, well, yeah, she's so, yeah. And she'd go out and throw, and it's like, holy shit, look what she just threw. You know what I mean?
And very elegant.
Yeah,
I get trying to get mad, and it's just like really elegant. It just
maybe said, now make noise when you're throwing, make a noise. No.
That's attacking you, Emma. That's attacking you, elegant, yeah.
But that's because elegant.
If I get cross, I fuck it up.
Yeah, it's a brilliant word to use for something like that, though. Elegant. Like, I don't think there's any trainer in the world that would tell you doing something like that. I want you to be elegant. When you're
very elegant.
Yeah, but like Emma, like, I kind of kept up with everything thanks to all your videos. Like, you know, I'm like, as you said, people will be saying, "There's my mom." Like, you know, my mom's doing that. Like, the response you got to the videos. Like, are you getting a job in RTE or something? No. We're brilliant.
Oh, the videos are mad.
The videos were pretty crack.
But they were needed because, like, I know it's live, but like, they're there forever. Like, you know, because people can't tune in on the telly to watch these things. Yeah. So what you did was for everybody's family and for supporters. Yeah. Like, I think it was brilliant. Yeah. Fair play to you.
The night before, Emma was sitting.
Yeah.
I told Emma was competing, and I told everyone Emma Conway will be live streaming tomorrow. Send her a friend request. And then she's like, "Who are all these people?" I said, just click like. Yeah, I'll accept them. It was families, people from Cork and Donegal and Galway, all over the country, sending Emma Conway friend requests.
And it was so funny because Mary was like, "They're not recording the men, like half of from men." And I was like, "Oh shit, quick, go live."
Oh my God, it was great that you did it. It was brilliant, hey. But look, come here. like, I know it's all about ages and that, but I don't know how this works. Is this something that you can go again? Would you go again? I suppose is more the question.
Yeah,
next year
I might go with them too, but I'd go again.
Mary Scanlon, you're getting nowhere without me.
There you go.
So Ash, you're saying next year there's another one?
Yeah, there's another indoors next year, and there's another outdoors next year. Outdoors, we're aiming hopefully for Italy for the outdoors.
Wow.
And indoor, you were saying an indoor track's completely different. So I think the taper on it's way more.
Yeah,
what you see on an outdoor track. And like, there's an indoor track in Dublin, isn't there? And there's one in, is it Abbottstown or something?
So we need to train on it. We have to go up to Abbottstown. We generally go Tuesday or Wednesday night there. I used to track up there, but you only specify times and stuff. It's great. It at their doorstep that they can use it all the time.
Two, and like you have one in Drogheda, you have one here beside me,
Yeah.
the Bush. There's not very many tracks around. You know what I mean? There was a municipal track going to be built in the dock. I don't think it's started yet, but I think that's for investment need to be put in place for that sort of. Well, it's for not even for masters, but for younger people to use a full size track.
Definitely,
You know?
because we've got so many running clubs in Dundalk and so many excellent athletes from young kids right up to masters. Like there was other athletes from Loud over there as well. My sister, she's a Northeast runner. She was there as well. And we had athletes then from Drogheda and District that were over there as well and all competed and did really well. So like there's definitely a calling out there for a track in Dundalk. I think we have, Mary, correct me, 6 or 7 local clubs with a lot of children starting to come through now and that should have access to a track easily. And
But it is
hopefully,
my son, we only just started there with Glenmore AC. It's over the track, and the track is literally a 5-minute walk for me, which is unbelievable to have that access there. And it is, you can see there's so many kids over there. There's even a lot of people got in, especially not just over COVID, but even before COVID, got into running and got back into running and into sort of athletics. But to have that in Dundalk, a track in Dundalk would be an unbelievable kind of atmosphere to have that back, you know what I mean? Because I think it was 1 year ago, but to have it something like that again would be unbelievable.
Yeah, but I just say a track with a cage, because without a cage, you can't do a discus and you can't do a hammer. So like for me to train, I would need to go to Newry, or I would try to get a facility with a cage.
Okay.
So a track with a cage would be brilliant. I was
So it's like the circle's there for you in a lot of the tracks, but you're saying the cage isn't there.
No, so
all the
you
time,
have your shot put circle, and that's different than a discus circle and a hammer circle. And you can't throw like a hammer or a discus without being in a cage. It's just safety reasons.
Yeah.
In case it flies off to
the
the left and takes somebody out of it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So without the cage, like you can't really. It's good news.
my internet's gone here, guys. Hold on, I'll be back to you in a sec.
No, I think I'm okay. We're okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So no, it's just my side here. I don't know what's going on, so I don't know. But come here. What I was going to say then as well, I know obviously if I go and kind of back is brilliant in that. This is the masters that we're talking about. Like, he's kind of touched on it there, how this was stuff he did when you were younger and then stopped. Regretted it, obviously got back into it. And now look, he's have medals, okay, for something that you love doing. Is there like a message that you would give out to young people? And you probably have them all at the clubs and that. But what's that message that you give to them? Look, you're going to get to an age where your friends are going to stop doing this or something, but you're really good at it. Like, is there a message that you give to the kids like that to try and encourage them to keep going, to get to obviously the elite level, then eventually the masters level? Like, what kind of messages that you give to them?
Well, if I can jump in here, like I coached a group of teenagers who have grown up, and we can give a message and we can give advice in that, but the thing is the facilities for it. Like the group that I have, they're all gone off to college now, and for them to continue their training at college, some colleges, they don't have facilities. Like one girl's in Maynooth and they travel over to the next town to use the track, and then she's back in Maynooth town at 10 at night and then has to make her way back to the college. So, you know, it's trying to get them connected with another club somewhere that they can continue to train. Like, it's athletics is an individual sport. Like us three ladies here, we will meet together and we will train together, but we all have our own individual plans or events or whatever. So, you know, the social end of it as well is trying to keep them connected with people, trying to keep that, even though it might only be when they come back home at the weekend, say, right, we're all going to county session, there's a session put on. I think it's trying to get them to stay connected and get to a facility that they can train. We had a girl in our club a couple of years ago, she went to college in Galway. And I contacted a lot of the throwers, masters throwers in Galway and some of the clubs and said, look, this girl's a fantastic thrower, but she needs to be in with somebody to continue training while she's there for her college years. Because when she comes home this weekend, she's got to work, she's got a job. And what was happening was she would go to the track, but everybody that was going was running. So she was over there on her own training. So there needs to be more networking for people, because when they're teenagers, they'll come training and that. Yeah. And there's a group, and Leinster and Louth have so many opportunities for them to join groups to train with. But it's like when they go to college, there's a gap a different there.
Way. Yeah. So it is like,
and they fall through the gap. And like when we say, you know, in our day, it was the cream of the crop went on. Now there's more of an understanding that people don't at age. So there's more time for them to develop. So it's trying to keep them connected.
Yeah.
That they will keep going so they can get to their potential as such, reach their potential, you know.
Very good. And just bringing it back to Braga, okay. How did it feel actually to win the medal, and when that medal went around your neck? Like how was that? What was that feel on the podium? What was that feeling when the medal went around your neck? What was the pride? Pride must have been immense.
Oh well, when your man gave me the medal, he said, "Do you know you're a gold medalist? You're," and I was like, "Oh yeah, great, thanks, yeah." You know, we're terrible at taking compliments, and I was like, "Oh yeah." And we were there, and you're kind of trying to take it in, and I know for me, all the guys, all the Irish, like there was 100 of us there, and there was a gang of them up at the back, and they were all singing the national anthem, and they're all cheering. And out of them all, Ashling, being as tiny as she is, I caught Ashling's eye, and it was just, no, I can't look. I have to look away now. I can't be looking at Ashling. I'm going to stop crying here. I can't be looking. But it was so quick. It was hard to absorb it all. But it was just like, I can't believe. And of course, Emma was live streaming it all, and so you're thinking everybody at home's watching, and it was for me.
Yeah.
You go, Ashling. You go.
Yeah. Like Mary said, it was like you're standing there, and for the few seconds you had a relay team of people that you probably only see once or twice a year that was on the team, because you were selected over there to take part in the team. We didn't know getting there that we were actually going to be picked to be on a relay team. So we got over there, we were selected based on our individual performances. And when you're standing with these people, looking down, as Mary said, at all the Irish, and like we all went to every medal, most of the medal ceremonies, and of course we had to be the loudest and that we had most fun there and everything. But just looking down, standing with the tricolour in front of you, getting pictures taken, split second of all those shit nights in DKIT when it lashed, when it snowed, when we were slipping all over the place, when we'd injuries, when we'd COVID and everything else. Those split seconds, it was just like, I did this. I actually did this. We never thought, like me and Mary in particular, trained together a long time, because both of us are sprinters, and we trained together quite a bit. And knowing, like, from, as I said, the dark nights and the dark days up in DKIT, when there's no lights some nights and you're up there training, to actually be on a podium with a medal around your neck, the Irish vest on you, and the tricolour was just, it was just the best feeling ever. And it was just like, it was worth it. It was worth all the dedication, all the expense, all the hard work, all the physio appointments, all the eating right, knocking out at the weekends, everything. It was just
giving up the drink.
Giving up the drink, yeah.
Well, come here, Ashling. I suppose, like, I know Emma is in and out at the minute because I think there's probably internet issues going on, probably no doubt with us, right? But Ashling, quick question then, right? We do a would you rather on the show, right? So would you rather, right, go back next time and get a gold medal in whichever, the 200 meters on your own, right? Or Celtic does the treble for the next 2 seasons?
You watch what you say, girl.
Hard one.
You have to pick individual.
I'll not tell only what you said, right? No.
Yeah.
Go on, he knows the story. Yeah. Take that individual medal any day.
Yes, exactly. Football can always happen.
We've done 9 in a row already, so like it's not
exactly,
a big deal.
exactly. So it is. Like, hey, that's why he's happy enough with it. So we are. I think we have Emma back on, hopefully, and we can get her reaction to getting a medal, obviously, which I'm guessing is going to be pretty similar. Emma, you're back.
I'm back. I don't know what happened now.
You're grand. Look, I'm cutting in and out anyway myself here. Come here. What was your reaction then when that man or woman came up and threw that medal over you?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was an amazing feeling. But at the same time, I knew the girls were potentially for a relay next day, so I didn't want to be like in their face. So I was like, okay, right, we'll wait. I'll wait until the girls do the relay and see what happens, and then we can all celebrate together. Like Mary Scanlon was like, wah! Like, he was in the background going, yeah, like, and I'm like, yeah, I got silver because I was like, I don't want to be like not showing off, but like I'm very calm anyway. So something like that big, it's like, as Mary says, like it's like you always criticize yourself. So when you achieve something, you're like, oh yeah, right, it's only like a European. Do you know what I mean? But I knew the girls were up the next day. Well, I was hoping they were up the next day. So I was like, right, wait till tomorrow to celebrate all the medals.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. Like, yeah, he is. I hope he is. I hope you are still celebrating it, for God's sake. So, but no, look, it's amazing. Like, I just think it's brilliant. Like, I'm so happy he's willing to come on to have a chat with us, because like I saw it on the Independent. Presume it was probably in the Democrat or something like that. I don't know why there hasn't been something at the Square for you yet. Like, I don't understand why this hasn't been made a really big fucking deal. Like, you know, I mean, these are low. Like, we had Eve McChrystal on the show a few weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she went and won a gold medal at the Olympics, but she represented Ireland and came back with a medal. Guess what? So did you three. Okay, you guys are in that level now. It doesn't matter what it is, but you are at that level because you went away, represented all of us useless fuckers, and went and came back with medals. I'm proud as hell of you, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I like Mary. I don't even know you, right? Ashling and Emma, I know you a long time, right? I'm so proud of the trees.
Very much.
Very good.
Look, it's all I can say because my internet keeps cutting in and out anyway. So it does, hey. But look, come here. If you're happy enough with that, girls, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
No, look, it's been an absolute honor and a privilege, hey. And we'll get talking to you soon. Thanks so much. And well done.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.
Mary's staying on for a while. So she is.
I thought you were just saying that to stop recording.
No, we still have to do an hour's recording now of a show. That's what I mean.
No
like,
way.
so, right, Mary.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah. So anybody listening, my internet was shocking and that. So I don't know if I was jumping in the middle of people talking.
I could hear you picking the whole way through. The only thing we had an issue was with Emma there for a little while, but we got it sorted in the end.
Was it just the camera? Or was
I could see you. I could hear on my side for you.
Yeah, I could hear. It's just hopefully everything came out all right. Fingers crossed. I know it has, Kev. Me and you've recorded before and it sounded shite to us. And then when I listened back to it, it's like, it was fine. We didn't have to record that again. So Kev, we're on to episode number 59. This is a weird way of doing the show, man, because we're halfway through the show. Right? So it is. But listen, it's episode 59, right? Very simple, right? 1959. I have one thing to tell you.
Was Russia at that? No.
Nope. And it's linked to something we're going to talk about that happened this week. 25 cents for a gallon of diesel in 1959. You know what?
Price anymore, Pico?
Nope. And that's you know what? I'm just leaving it at that. But because it was International Women's Week Day, not week. I want to do the birthdays.
It is long enough.
Yeah. Easy now. We just had 3 girls on. Right. The Emma Thompson. She was in. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Nanny McPhee.
No, yeah.
Nanny
But
McPhee.
the film at Christmas, the guy wants to shift and ride his mate's wife, and he has the cards outside the door.
Notting Hill. Love
Love
Actually.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Isn't she the wife of the guy?
Of Alan Rickman.
Yes, right. Okay, so
Who's
Emma
shagging
Thompson.
the secretary.
Yeah, bought her the necklace. Yeah, her birthday is actually very close to mine. 15th of April, 1959. So just for all the quiz goers, right? And then because of the sporting element, okay, and me loving basketball, Magic Johnson, August the 14th, 1959.
He's a big man.
He is a big, big man. And then Lord rest him, Kev, the Ultimate Warrior. June 16th. Warrior Nation.
What was his real name?
Oh, fuck you, Kev. I don't look up shit like this. His name is Ultimate Warrior. First name Ultimate,
Okay.
surname Warrior. So it is.
Warrior.
Like
What a name. Imagine me twisting the Ultimate Warrior. What a way to be born.
I think that would be like the greatest name ever.
Imagine Father McEnroe and Davo. What's his name? Ultimate. Okay. God bless the Ultimate. And what's the Ultimate Warrior? Oh, God bless the Ultimate Warrior. Congratulations. There you go. You know, with the quizzing and all that sort of carry on. Yeah,
oh, man. Kev, how's the week's, buddy? I know we're going to talk about what actually happened in the world, but how was your week?
Not much happened at all. Trying to get petrol was a bit of a mayhem. Got it the other day. Didn't think of it, and then it just blew up all of a sudden. And then Pico, I'm not going to see on Facebook there a while ago. There's still queues going on up towards Tesco.
Certa didn't do what Circle K and all the rest did, which was put it up by 20 fucking pence the day before the exercise.
Pico, I'll tell you something. I went past the petrol station last night, right? And it was 2:02. Okay, last night. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm past it today. Okay. What price is it, Pickle?
$2.19.
$2.22. I think, what the fuck's happened here? Where's the 15 cent gone now? So it hasn't been anywhere. But I think it's a lot of it's to do with the government being arseholes. It's usually are.
Yeah.
It's 15 cent in the pump from 12 midnight. But of course the tankers would have been in and filled it up already and they would have paid out. But the thing is that annoys me the most about this is and I've seen a few different petrol stations put up Facebook pages and we bought this. But when it's the other way around and the government put it up by 5 cents in budget day and said from 12 midnight it's up 5 cents, automatically put up 5 cents. So I think that's a bit Irish of them.
Yeah, I didn't realize till today how we tax on tax. I listened to a independent TD in that room that to be in fucking off me hole, saying he literally needed to grow a pair, right? Because you say about how to have income this tax levy and then we VAT on VAT and all this. I was like, what the like? I don't even know what inflation is, right? I gotta be honest, right? But I know it's really high. I've seen something today. It's like the highest has been in like 59 years or something. Yeah, but I don't know what is inflation. Like, can you buy inflation? Like, do you go to a shop to buy it? Like what is it?
You can inflate your tires, but of course you can't buy inflation. No.
Right. So what is it? Is it just go on to the price of stuff?
Everything just goes up. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, boy.
Everything becomes more expensive because one thing becomes expensive.
How much would a blowjob be now?
Maybe a tenner off me.
Used
to be a fiver.
Well, funny you should actually say that. I have a question about that. Yeah, so look, and obviously Russia are still being complete cunts. They blew up a children's hospital the other day in Ukraine. Of course he did.
Maternity hospital. Fair play to them.
Yeah, like they don't just kill the kids, kill the parents and the fucking kids. Like I don't get it. Yeah. Now, Kev, I don't know.
But this is supposedly this is what happened when they did it in Syria. It is the same thing. They done it in the Syria when they bombed Syria.
Right.
The aim for children's hospitals and maternity hospitals to try to break the will of the people.
Yeah, and now you obviously heard what one of our. I don't. Can you call him a leader? The guy on the bike.
Amo. Oh yeah, Eamon Ryan.
Amo, right? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Drive slower. It'll save fuel.
But this is coming from the same man that said drive slower. He also said there a couple of weeks ago we should be planting our seeds now in our window boxes so we have salads for the summer in case we run out of food. So this is the likes of the people that we have in charge. This is like a person that's probably on $100,000 a year.
At least,
trying to justify how he gets $100,000 a year. So just remember that when you go to vote next time, because I swear to God, I'd run over that cunt.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be sorry for it. But there you go. But Pico, who's yeah, it's fucking truth. I brought him over the cunt.
Yeah, don't blame me. Hey.
On a bicycle. I'd love to get a bicycle and run over him to see how he likes it.
Yeah, true. You can do it with a truck either. Like, right, Kev. Oh, quick thing, because we did it after we recorded. Well done to James Brennan, who last week won the Pico from Lally's Electrical. Big shout out to Jamie as well. Obviously, thanks for hooking us up with that. He picked it up on, I think it was Monday, and he's loving it. But yeah, thanks very much for all that. Kev,
Would you rather?
would you rather? No.
Simple this week, Pico.
Okay.
Very simple this week. Would you rather?
Oh, you prick. Yeah, I know this is going to be bad. This is going to be horrible.
No, it's not. Would you rather spit or swallow?
Spit.
Why?
Why would I want to swallow?
But why would you want to spit?
No,
It's
no,
in
no,
your
no.
mouth.
That's not what the question is, right? The question should be, why would you want to swallow? If it's in your mouth, you always have the option of spitting it out. Like if you have a chewing gum in your mouth, it's already in your mouth. Does that mean you swallow it? No, you spit it out. Yeah? You get the gist? The gist?
The gist or the jizz. But like,
Yeah.
if it's in there, you may as well. Like when you're having a lasagna, you don't spit the lasagna out. Or a milkshake.
I don't. I do not spit the lasagna out. I will tell you that right now. I fucking love.
But like if you look at girls that spit or swallow, like if you look at girls that spit, right? They'd be like no fella likes to see a girl that spit, right? But then again, if you're a girl that swallows, like you're a slut. You're a slut, right? A girl that spits, automatically you think, hey, goes, slut, fair play to you for swallowing. So like I noticed some girls, like I've seen something on the TikTok the other day, and she was kind of taking the piss of it as well. It's like they're definitely sluts. Like you don't want to be a girl that swallows and tell people about it. Like if it's your husband, fair enough, because he's not going to tell you. But I'm sorry, but if you tell your husband, if your husband has a wife that swallows, his mates know that you swallow.
Yep. They do. Yep, they do. It's as simple as that, hey. But look, Camille, 2 weeks ago, you said, and we never did it. You were like, guys, send us in would you rather questions, right? So
I'm not finished. I'm not finished talking about.
Oh my God, right. I really thought you were.
Like tequila. Okay, it's a buka. Goldschlager.
Spits and buka.
Okay. You take a shot of that, like you take a shot of that, like you take a shot of, you don't spit that out. I know the taste of it's not great, right? You don't spit that out. You just swallow that, like, and you pay for that.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
You don't even pay for jizz. Jizz is free.
What do you think it tastes like?
Yeah. Probably tastes like snot. No, way. Sometimes if you had a cold, you went, and instead of then all of a sudden the teacher went past you and you're going to spit and you had to swallow that, and like it's not a great feeling going down your throat. So I'd say it's the exact same thing. Like phlegm.
How about episode 69? We get somebody on, we cover it up, we leave them black screened, no face, and we'll change their voice, and she can tell us what it's like, what it tastes like, and why she does it.
Well, all I know is not my wife or it's not your wife. Boom, boom.
No. I love the bump. Nice. I like. Well, come here. Enough of that, right? Literally, right? But I was saying there, right? We asked for people to send us in would you rather, and we never read any of them out, right? So this is what I think we should do now, right? Every episode we do one, right? Because I have 2 pages of them here wrote out from ones we got sent in, right? Every week when we do would you rather, we'll do one that was sent in, right? So I'm looking at all the ones I have here, right? And I'm gonna go with this one, right? Now this is fucking.
So both of us have to answer this now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So I'm asking. So you're answering first, right? Now, the wording of this wasn't great because there was brackets and nearly pictures as well, right? Would you rather, right, use someone else's used condom?
Okay.
Yeah, right. Okay. And then in brackets, they were like, I mean full. So that's what it is. So a used condom that still has in it, right? Or chew on a used fanny pad. Again, in brackets. Yeah. In brackets,
No,
This
no,
pe-
you don't need to tell. You don't need to go there. You don't
Right.
need to go there.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying who sent that in because they
No.
know, right? And
The first one. The first one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd be somebody else's stuff would be all over yours or your.
What about it? No, that's not an issue.
But then again, you're the man
That's
that
like
said
that's like snowballing, only in a different way, Pickle.
that wasn't me. Two people got snowballed that night, I think. But then again, you're the man saying if it's in your mouth, why would you spit it out? So like,
But that's a different ball game. That's a different ball game altogether.
did you ever hear of a rainbow kiss?
Different ball game. Don't.
Episode name, right there.
No.
Right, I'll tell you what.
It's the one thing it.
Right, I'll tell you what.
I found my level for this show.
Yeah,
There
well,
it is. That's the
to-
level
yeah.
for this show. I can't.
Thanks to the powers they sent that in. Maybe we shouldn't read out what people send into us. Ours aren't.
Like, come on.
Yeah, look, I'll go with yours, Kev, because I'm not hung like a donkey, so therefore I probably wouldn't even
You wouldn't even tip. You wouldn't even meet the tip of it.
probably wouldn't even be touching it, so I wouldn't, like, you know what I mean?
You know what I was thinking? Pickle, just moving on from the
Yeah.
jizz and the fanny pads and all that. Like, oil's gone up in price as well now, so I'm lighting a fire an awful lot. And you know what's lovely?
What, marshmallows.
Watching the fire, watching the flames. Watching the flames of a fire. It's a bit kind of manly, right? To sit there and say, I've made fire. And to watch the flames, and you kind of get engrossed in the flames and kind of looking at the flames and saying, grr. And then like, it does a wee dance, and the flames can do a wee dance, and you don't know what's going to happen next. And you throw another log on the fire, and you're like, oh, it's down low, and it kind of sparks up again. It kind of has a world of its own. I think it's quite sexy.
Well, would you call that a happy place for you then, watching something
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
I love watching the fire. Like, if you going to a bonfire or going to seeing something on, not see a house on fire or something like that, but you know, it's a different thing altogether. But like a bonfire or a fire or I have a stove or even something born, stuff like that. I think there's something in it. Like, it's going back to our prehistoric days of when you had to make fire. You know what I mean? And
man, make fire.
Yeah, and the heat. But even Pickle, you don't have a fireplace in your house, like you have electric fire. But even looking at fire,
it's still
makes
a fire.
you feel warm.
Yeah, but it's still a fire, Kev.
No?
Yeah, it does. No, it does. Right. Hold on a second, right? Can you hear me? Yeah. Wait a second, right? Wait a second. Yeah, looking at a fire.
No, but like even at an electric fire or a gas fire, and you know, electric fire for talk's sake, it doesn't have the heat. Okay,
Yeah.
but the flames make you feel warm. There's something warming to your soul about fire.
Well, when I was young, we had I want to call it like a stove cooker that had a fire in it. Like, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes talking sense here.
Yeah, a stove cooker, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd always stand at the side of it and have your arse up against it, and the back legs would just be like fire. Just you know, you were getting sunburned.
Roasted.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like you know, you're standing in a radiator, put your legs against it. Well, we had this stove cooker style thing, but no, I couldn't have a fire if I had.
Call a range, Pickle, a range.
Ooh, very fancy. If I had a fire, I would never sleep at night.
Why?
The element of it's not out. Like, you don't go to bed with your fire on.
Yeah, I do.
What?
It's lit. Right? It's lit now. Okay, so it will stay lit until probably 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Then I would be up until 3 or 4 in the morning every night in fear.
Why? You put a fire guard in front of it so the fire doesn't come out. Like what's going to come down? Like Santa Claus is going to come down the chimney and the fire is going to go all around the room.
What if a board flew down the chimney?
A board could fly in. How would a board fly down the chimney? He's going to get his arse burnt.
Yeah, but what if it was raining outside and he flew in for some safety and cover, right? So his wings were really wet and then he slipped really fast and landed in the fire, caused it to splurt everywhere, and then your sitting room all of a sudden is ablaze.
a blaze. So like he'd be like a phoenix rising from the flames. Pickle.
It could be, Kev. I'm telling you. You want to be fucked. I'm going to text you at 3:30 to make sure you're still awake. Check that fire.
There's not texting you at 3:30 in the morning to make sure. I have another one for you, Pickle. Okay, it's gone viral all this week. Okay, I'm sure you've heard it. It's gone viral all this week. Okay, people will be discussing it on TV shows and on Netflix pages and fucking Instagrams and Facebooks and whatever you want to call it. What is there more of in the world? Doors
of wheels.
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 Doors or wheels? Wheels. And why wheels? Yeah, you can't just say wheels. Like if you're in a debate club, you can't just say wheels. Why wheels?
Right. Was it any doors?
In the world. In the world.
Not just the front
doors
door.
Or wheels.
Not just the front door.
In doors.
No.
Doors or wheels.
Then I would
So
go doors.
Well, I was going to say I was going to say the Twin Towers, but they're all doors are gone.
Yeah.
But I mean,
no. Doors.
Skyscrapers and stuff like that.
Yeah, doors I'd go
doors.
with. Then.
Why doors?
Because
you've no change.
Yeah.
You've no change.
So 1, 2, 3. Because I have a small house, 3-bedroom house, and there's like 8 doors in this house. And that's just one house, right? Okay. Whereas there's one car which is 4 wheels.
Okay. I'm gonna interrupt you there, right? So there's 8 doors in your house.
Roughly,
okay?
I was trying to count. I can see 2 behind me and 1 over there.
Okay, roughly, okay. But what are you sitting on?
A chair.
A chair. How many wheels does the chair have, Pickle?
None. It's a wooden kitchen chair. I don't have wheels in my kitchen chair.
But I know, but you got a new office chair now.
I did.
Okay, so there's 6 wheels, 5, 6 wheels in that.
So any kind of wheel. So it's not necessarily car wheels.
Now hang on a fucking second. I said wheels and doors. I did not mention wheels.
The picture I saw had car wheels in it.
Yeah.
She have wheels and everything. Fucking little roller tables, fucking chair, office chairs.
Yeah.
Wheels.
But then you have Lego. You have Lego doors. You have doors of Lego. You have doors of fucking fanny flaps, if you want to call them doors.
No, but you can't have Lego doors. That's not a door, right?
It is a door. But then you have your presses there, Pickle. They're doors.
No, that's a press.
But at the door of a press.
I see you're picking up prick now.
There's the press behind you, Pickle, right? Open it.
No.
It's a door.
It's a door.
There you go.
So I think the question should be more based around, right? Doors that are actually fucking doors.
You can't just change the game. That's like saying basketball, we're going to play netball instead. No. Wheels or doors.
It's a real thing. Netball's a real sport. That's got nothing like this.
But some dickhead made it up for basketball because he was playing basketball one day and the backboard fell off and he's like, oh, do something. I'm just going to play with the net. Okay, and I'm going to call it netball.
He was really good. Wow. Holy shit, Kev.
That has to be the only way it was made up.
Surely that is, because there's no way you just came up with that. Like that has to be, you did not just invent the name netball there. That is incredible, Kev. My mind is blown now, so it is like, hey. But listen, I don't know, which do you think it is, doors or wheels? What do you think?
Wheels.
Right. It makes sense because you have Lego, so you probably have more wheels
the only trouble is about the doors. It's like in cruise ships. There's a lot of fucking doors in cruise ships. And hotels. A lot of doors in hotels. There's a lot of chairs in those rooms.
Who started this?
Some dude started this and it's mind fucking so many people.
Jesus fucking Christ. Right, listen. I love when people contact the show to correct you, right?
I'm sorry, he's fucking wrong.
Vinny.
He's fucking wrong.
Vinny, he's calling you out, mate. He's fucking, you shouldn't have given that fucking pizza. You shouldn't have done. So listen, guys. Kevin said a few weeks ago that there is no such fish as a scampi.
There is no such fish. That is correct.
So why did Vinny from Tony's Pizzeria, okay, send me multiple pictures of a fish called scampi?
Well, I'm just saying now, okay, if you go to Tony's Pizzeria, okay, do not order scampi and chips because I'm telling you, you're not fucking getting scampi. You're getting some little dude that's, I don't know, what are you trying to feed?
It's like a prawn.
Scampi and chips there.
It looks like
a prawn, yeah.
But that's, But it is still a fish, then, Kev.
Well, I'm just saying, I never owned scampi and chips out of Tony's Pizzeria. So, Vinny, if you want to, we'll have a debate about this. I'll show you I'll make scampi and chips, and you make scampi and chips, and we'll see who's scampi and chips or scampi and chips.
Yeah, we'll challenge, hey. But
we,
listen,
we won't really. No, but
yeah.
I do disagree with Vinny on this one.
And do get your food in Tony's Pizzeria. Just we're joking about this scampi. But listen, we did not a poll, but we did a question during the week, Kev. If you could pick celebrity parents, who would they be, right? So first of all, because we're already talking about him, right? Vinny sent one through, right? Holy shit. Never even crossed my mind to have this guy as a dad, right? Charlie Sheen as his dad, right? Charlie fucking Sheen, right? And Lindsay Lohan as the mom.
You're definitely having issues. You're definitely having issues with them parents.
Yeah, he said he'd have to do a podcast. And I was like, yeah, make sure it's a fucking video.
You're not turning out well with them parents.
No. And then look, we got other ones as well, right? I want to get the messages up. Grace sent one through. Kev, do you watch Gavin Stacey?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Pam and Mick.
They're good parents. They'd be good parents. They'd look after you.
Mick's an absolute fucking star for this, right? And then Gino DeCampo and Adele got sent in by Alice.
It's a strange combination there. Now, I would not want Adele. She's a dickhead. I don't understand how people like her. I fucking despise her. But she's rubbish.
What?
All her songs sound the same. I've said this before. There's only so much heartbreak a fat girl can have, Pickle. And she's had a lot of heartbreak, okay? A lot of heartbreak. And I'm sorry, she's not that popular. She wasn't that popular when she was younger. There's no fucking way in hell she was.
Oh God! Now I actually meant to ask.
She was not getting that much cock at that age. She was not getting that much cock. No way.
I love how you load the tone, Kev. Sarah sent one in. I meant to ask who the mom was in this. Ronaldo and Georgina. I don't know who Georgina is.
His wife. His wife.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense then. I actually meant to ask her that. So it did. I think they were.
And she's Portuguese, so that's the Portuguese element to the whole lot coming through there.
Exactly. Well, Kev, before we do ours, I was on TikTok today, just putting up some random shit. I've
seen it, Pickle. What a parents you come up with.
So, Lady Gaga and the guy, what's his name?
I can't remember now. I just remember seeing Lady Gaga.
Okay, guys.
What was he in?
Homeschool, High School Musical. And,
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. And 17 again, which is one of my favorite films ever, because it reminds me of my life. If I had gone back and made a different decision when I played basketball, maybe my life could have been different.
It's just twice in one episode.
I know, I fucking had to get it in there. Hey. But yeah, Zac Efron and Lady Gaga. Whoa. Like, seriously, that's like having two dads. So it is, like, hey. No, that was an old joke about her. Yeah. So, like, imagine that, Kev. She'd sing to you. And, you know about having her as a mom? You know who'd always be there? Bradley fucking Cooper. He'd always call around because he'd be fucking her.
But he's not. He's back with the woman now, isn't he? Back with the wife.
Is he?
Think so.
Look, I don't care. If them two didn't fuck each other when they were singing that, they should have. Because when you saw them at the Grammys or whatever the fuck it was when they were singing, I was nearly getting up onto the telly at that
They were
stage,
definitely
right?
fucking then. They were definitely fucking
like they dropped the head and then they were like, oh, no, yeah, your woman's like right there in the front row. Shit. Okay. But yeah, and I'd say they probably had awesome sex as well. But Kev, give me yours. What would be your mom and dad celebrity?
I don't know about me ma.
Yeah.
I'd go Denzel Washington for me dad.
Well, that would make sense, Kev. He might actually be your dad.
Cool dad. That would be like he'd train you to be a killer. He'd train you to fight. He'd train you to be a boxer, like the Hurricane.
And
he'd train you like to.
Yeah, and if you were struggling and you needed a heart transplant, he would fucking hold the hospital hostage and get you on the donor list. He's on the list. He's on the list.
And like what was it? Like Equalizer, he'd go after bad people and kill them. Like he'd train you to do that. Like for me, mom, I was thinking Jennifer Aniston, but then I want to fuck Jennifer Aniston, so she couldn't really be my mom.
Really hard to pick a mom that you don't want to fuck.
Exactly. So I would pick. What's that one that was in Bridesmaids?
Anne Hathaway?
No, she's too good looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Who the fuck?
The bigger one. The bigger one.
Not a clue.
Melissa McCarthy.
Oh yeah, you have the crack hole.
She'd be good at a crack. She'd be good at a crack. She'd be good, ma'am.
She'd be good, ma'am.
She'd make a good stew. She'd make a good stew.
She'd make you Ulster stew, which is white stew. She'd make you that one, hey. So she would.
Fuck. That's not Ulster stew. That's Irish stew, Pico. It's fucking Irish stew. Okay? There's no such thing as Ulster stew. Okay? This was your big Protestant fucker on you. Okay? It's Irish stew. Ulster stew. Fucking Ulster stew. You hear that? People, are you listening to this? Yes. Okay, guys, if you know the difference between Ulster stew, and Irish stew, please get in touch because Ulster stew, okay, it must have been only fucking served in 12th fucking July, maybe, okay, with orange sauce mixed in with it. Who fucking knows? Okay, but if someone knows the difference between Ulster stew and Irish stew, please get in touch. Probably turnip.
Wow.
Turnip in or something like that.
No, you don't put the Oxford cube into it, apparently. That's why it stays white. So it is. Right. So.
No, Irish stew is white.
Right, okay. I thought it was called Ulster stew. Right, okay. Right. My dad.
Ulster stew.
Oh man, there's not an episode unless you get the old Protestant thing in. So it's not. Right. Ted Lasso.
So Jason or Ted Lasso himself?
Ted Lasso himself.
Okay.
All about positivity. He's a happy chirpy. Fucking, he's just. I love that show. I'm watching
Except
it again.
when he's down. When he's down, he's really down.
Sure, he'd be perfect. As my dad does. So he'd be perfect for us. Like, you know what I mean? Mom, though, really took a lot of thinking, Kev. Right, a lot of because I was conscious of wanting to fuck up. Yeah. And then also not wanting to fuck up. So I'm still kind of in the middle here, right? So I'm gonna go with Helen Mirren.
I'd fuck her. I'd fuck you, man.
See, that's the problem. I already said in the past I probably would. Like I could go Sharon Stone and I'd be like, shit, don't go Sharon Stone. Yeah. So I don't think we can call the episode "Fuck Your Mom."
Right. That's perfect.
Well, we got away. I love the bush. So we did like, hey. But listen, come here. I have a random question for you, right? Because we're not going to get all the topics done today because we got the girls on, which we have to thank again, Kev. It was brilliant having them on. Absolutely. And fair play to them, right? And especially Mary, who wanted to hang around for a bit longer. Join in. I think she wanted to do the Would You Rather. So she, oh God, thank God she didn't. Jesus, thank God she didn't. Fucking hell. If you asked how Would You Rather, Kev, we were done. Done. If you could pick one shop in the world that you could walk into with a card, so like an endless gift card, right? So not everything's free, right? Or whatever you want to call it, right? You never have to pay anything back on it, right? One shop. What shop would it be?
It's the easiest thing in the world.
Tony's as
Lego
well, yeah?
store. The Lego store.
I was going to say Tony's Pizzeria.
No, the Lego store.
Really? Not even like...
Yeah.
Some other big shop, like a big, massive toy shop in America or something like that.
No, the Lego store.
The new one or
I'd
a
be
good
able
one?
to buy every bit of Lego. Well, they're all good. I'd be able to buy every bit of Lego I ever wanted to. Endless. It'd be amazing.
Wow.
I'd be happy for the rest of my life.
Jesus Christ, Kev.
It's unbelievable.
So your happy place is, I have it. Your happy place, right, is building Lego in front of a fire.
Oh, I think I just came.
Yeah.
I think I just came. That is pretty much. If I could do that forever, see when I retire, right? See when I retire, and fucking this back to fucking Eamon, fucking Ryan, whatever you want to call him. If he stops me having me fire, right, and born in fucking wood and stuff like that, he can go fuck himself because he'd be dead, right? Okay, but when I retire, okay, to be able to sit in front of me fire playing with Lego when I'm fucking 70 years of age, probably with fucking what do you call it, Parkinson's disease, would make it even take it longer.
Yeah, you'll have like toast running off your face, like, you know what I mean?
Parkinson's thing, trying to put the Lego together, fucking hell, like trying to put it all together. It'll take me for days, weeks, months on end to try to make a bit of Lego, but that would be my happy place, yeah. What about you?
I can't remember what the question was. The shop or the happy place? Oh, the shop.
The shop.
Or Tony's Pizzeria would be handy.
That would be extremely fat.
See, this is the problem, right? Because this is really bad, right? There's nothing that I love to do, right? If you know what I mean. Like, you love Lego, right? So you would be obsessed with Lego. Like, I love, obviously, managing my football team. I love doing this podcast. None of that involves a shop.
How about the NBA shop? Do you ever go to buy tickets all the time to go to NBA matches?
Well, yeah. See, that's if there was I suppose no, not even NBA. If you had this card that could get you a ticket to anything at any time, so like a Ticketmaster ticket card, for example.
Okay,
right?
a Ticketmaster ticket.
That type of a thing. So like you could go to anything, not just Ticketmaster, like anywhere in the world.
Like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory golden ticket, Pico.
They let you in any gate, even into a weird pedophile-looking chocolate factory.
FA Cup final day.
Playoff final day.
FA Cup final day.
Playoff final day. Should have been on me 3 years ago. Didn't go. Bastards. So yeah, I think that could be a good one. But then again, I don't fucking go anywhere. So literally, you may as well give me a card for fucking Costa, Coffee Time, fucking Tony's. Sports Direct would be handy because then I could stop buying it online. So it would. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. I'm so fucking not normal when it comes to just normal shit. Like, I'm really not like and Kev, quick shout out to my beloved Villa. We just won 3-0 against Leeds.
Very good. Pico, before we end this show, okay, we've had International Women's Day. Okay, this episode is going out on Sunday. Okay, so for all the females listening to the show, okay, Sunday, get to the shop Monday morning. Aldi, Lidl, Tesco, your local butcher, whatever you want to buy. Steak, a sirloin steak, a fillet steak, a rump steak, whatever steak you want to buy. Okay, was Monday, the 14th of March.
Whoop.
Okay, is Steak and Blowjob Day. Okay, so we've had International Women's Day. It's the Steak and Blowjob Day. It's fucking the best day of the year. Hopefully, all the boys, all the lads, all the husbands, all the boyfriends, all the whatever you want to call them, the
men with penises.
Men with penises that deserve to be sucked. And again, that brings on to the first part of the episode, Spit or Swallow. It's all combined. What a show this has been. Okay, we've gone from spitting and swallowing to International Blowjob Day. We come full circle, folks.
We have.
It's 14th of March, 2022, Steak and Blowjob Day. Lads, yeah, so we want to do a poll on Tuesday.
If we can, because Instagram have removed the fucking polls.
But we'll try to do a poll on Tuesday, and it'll be only for the lads. Steak and Blowjob Day has to happen for you.
I like that idea, Kev. And also, there's something else happening next week. Of course, it's the day that Kev went to a parade on the full belief that that parade was for him. It is, of course, Paddy's Day. But more important than Paddy's Day, it's fucking Kev's Day. Kev is 38.
38 on Thursday.
Yeah, so I don't know what way we're recording next week. Yeah, I don't know what way we're recording next week. We'll figure it out. Because we're not doing it on Paddy's Day because it's Kev's birthday. And we can't do it on a Friday because my wife doesn't let me. And we'll figure it out. But we'll have something out there, Kev. Listen, we have to do the plug-in that we do every week. Okay, we have the pizza competition back this week. Fuck Lent. We did it for 1 week, not doing it right. Big shout out to Tony's Pizzeria, of course, again, for supplying the pizzas and all that kind of stuff. Brilliant. It really is. Thanks so much for the support, guys. Peter Cherry's Goalkeeping Academy as well. They have actually now gone in as an underage sponsor for the Castletown Bells. I am not entirely sure which age group, one of them anyway. So they have, big shout out on that. Well done. Little Cherries as well. Don't forget that's still running as well, guys. Look at Kev. It was a half an episode of me and you talking to each other, and it was a half an episode with 3 sporting fucking heroes that did brilliantly well. I
had great fun in this week's episode.
It was class. It was fucking deadly, and it was a lot easier for us because we had 3 guests on to do most of the talking, which was fucking fantastic. So it was. I don't think we've anything else of any importance, Kev, that needs to be shouted out this week. I think we're done.
If you just want to get in touch, more would you rather's. Okay, as Pico said, we're going to do one a week, but get in touch with the would you rather's and get in touch with whatever stories you have. Guys, remember, we're on email, the Kevin Pickle Show at gmail.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
Snapchat
at the Kevin Pickle Show. So guys, get in touch. Pickle will be responding to you because I fucking don't.
Yeah.
So thanks very much.
Right. And look, we're trying to work out a couple of interviews as well, Kev, over the next couple of weeks. I sent a message to Kelly Harrington, the Olympic boxer, on Twitter earlier on in the hope that she might come on for a chat. Also, guys, I'm saying it now at the end of the episode. At the start of this episode, you might have noticed a little voiceover saying what's coming up in this week's show. Baz Black, we love you, man. Thanks for doing that, okay? He is currently filming the Dublin Crust movie. There is a massive fucking audience filler needed on March the 16th, I think from 2:00. I want to check out the pages though, where he's looking for people to come up in town. I'm working on the 16th, Kev. I think my Netflix might have to wait until the next movie, unfortunately, buddy. Come here, guys. We are done for another week. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks to the three girls for coming on for a chat. Kev, happy birthday, brother.
Thanks very much. And guys, have a good one. Enjoy getting these at hopefully good prices. And guys, more importantly, share the show.